So this is my 2026 Yamaha R9 that I've owned for about 3 months now. And in the time I've owned it, I've put about 7,500 miles on it, but I've also done a good bit of mods to it. And there's still a lot of things I want to do to it in the future, but I haven't really talked a bunch about how much I've done to the bike and what it cost me. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go over every single mod I've done to the bike, how much it costs, and also what I plan to do in the future. But first, I'm going to move to a better spot. Get a little start up. The exhaust sounds great. Oh. Hopefully I'm able to turn left out of here. I think I'm gonna pop a little U-turn here. Little tunnel rev. Woo! God damn! If the roads were still a little bit damp, I'd take this corner, but it's been thunderstorming for like the last week now. I think it's about to here in a couple minutes. I hope not, but it's not looking too good. So yeah, like I said, I bought this bike about 3 months ago now, and how much I paid for this bike. So MSRP on the 2026 R9 was $12,500. Now that's not like the out the door final price, that's just like the cost of the bike baseline. Now I did get pretty lucky with the deal I got for this bike. So I was just scrolling on Facebook Marketplace as usual, and I did buy this bike brand new. But I found a listing for a 2026 R9, this one. It was at a dealership about 2 hours away from me, and they had it listed for $12,500 as usual. But at the time I had my other bike. I had a 2025 ZX6R, which that bike was for sale because I wanted to sell that and get this bike. But I was also looking to just do like a trade. So like I trade in the ZX6, they give me like a really good discount on the R9. And so I proposed that idea to them, and they told me they'd give me like $9,500 for the ZX6R, which was a really good deal. Like even a private sale, I might not have gotten that much. So anyways, I went into the dealership, filled out paperwork, whatever. I ended up getting that bike for $12,800 out the door. Now I don't remember exactly why, but basically all the dealer fees were just like removed, and I paid a lot less taxes because it was a trade-in versus just buying the bike outright. Now I do own the bike outright, but the taxes are just less on a trade-in. It's kind of weird how it works. So yeah, $12,800. I walked out of the dealership with this bike. Now a little bit up the road, I'm gonna pull over and point out some of the mods I've done. So I'll see you in just a second. Ah, man. Well, here we are. So I totally got the whole half of this bike completely soaked by rubbing up against those plants coming in here, and the whole left side of my body actually. But oh well. In front of a very large basket. If you know, you know. So what have I done to this bike? Very first thing I did when I bought this bike is a couple things actually. The very first night I brought this bike home, I ordered this. This is the Puig Z Racer windscreen. This is the light smoke, I think. Maybe it's dark smoke. I think it's dark smoke. But yeah, I actually ordered this, and I ordered the R Racer, which is like the regular double bubble. But I ended up liking that one more, so I sold the other one. And I believe this was about $120, $130. Call it 120, which isn't too terrible for what it is. And then the next thing I ordered was these. These are the I think it's NRC. Yeah, the NRC mirror delete / integrated turn signals. Show you what that looks like. It's actually pretty neat. Gets rid of those ugly mirrors. And I also got the NRC tail tidy / integrated turn signals. Not integrated turn signals, I guess. It kind of has these separate bars that go across. Those are the turn signals. But that was like a must do. Like the whale tail on this thing came down to like right here. Just looked absolutely terrible. And again, don't even mention how dirty this bike is right now. Like just looking down here, there's mud everywhere. This chain is definitely not great. Once it stops raining every day, I promise I'll wash this thing. All right, next thing. Probably the best mod I've done on this bike is that right there. So I went with the Dominator GP3 exhaust, which it ran me about, I think, $500 or $600. I actually bought it. It was technically new, but I bought it from a buddy who had ordered it for his bike, and he actually ended up wrecking, so he didn't end up using it. Now this exhaust sounds amazing, as you've probably seen by watching this video and my other ones, but the only complaint I have with this exhaust is it comes with 2 holes for O2 sensors, so you'll actually have to buy like a bolt or a plug to put in the empty hole, or else there'll be like a massive exhaust leak and it'll be super raspy and it'll sound terrible. So yeah, I believe that is everything I've done to this bike, which that's a decent amount. There's definitely still a lot more I plan to do. I'm actually going to come down in the middle here for the rest of this because I'm kind of worried this is going to tip over. What if I can just hop down there? Maybe not. I don't think my oil pan would like that. Not a great situation. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to fit through there, I'm going to be honest. Do we think I can clear that? Hey Siri, can motorcycle oil pan clear curb? I feel like if I go fast enough. Oh yeah, we're chilling. Alright, so what do I plan to do on this bike? There's actually a couple things I already have on the way. I talked about this in one of my last videos, but Moto Million, this company that sells a bunch of parts, they actually just sent me out a clear clutch cover for this bike. I don't think I've ever seen another R9 or MT09 with this. So I think I'm going to have the first R9 with the clear clutch cover, which is pretty sick. But I'm sure you've seen them on like Ducatis and whatnot. Basically, gets rid of all this ugliness. I'll throw a screenshot of what it might look like on my bike on the screen. But basically, clear clutch cover, LED light inside. It's gonna look pretty sick. I'll definitely make a video installing that whenever I get it. And then Moto Million also is sending me out a keyless gas cap for this bike. I'm really grateful for that. I'll either include that in the video with the clutch cover, or I'll just make like a separate short for it. I'm not sure yet. But other than those two things, I definitely want to get some ASV levers for it. I don't really hate these stock levers, but I definitely prefer having like the 2-finger shorter levers. I could also get some black ones to match the bike better. So yeah, clutch cover, gas cap, levers. I also kind of want to paint the wheels. I've been going on and off about this for like a month now. I've talked about it in a couple videos. I've debated wrapping the bike, but I've decided I probably just want to keep it blue, especially because the clutch cover and the gas cap that they're sending out are both blue. So that's probably going to be staying. And the only thing I'm going to do to the bike after those things, well, I'll probably do it before those things, but somehow I've had this bike for 3 months and 7,000 miles, and I've still not got a tune for it, which everybody who's heard about these bikes knows how terrible the stock tune is. Like the power band is super sharp once you hit whatever RPM. And under that, it's just dead. And I've even talked about how badly this bike needs a tune, but I've yet to actually pick a tuner and go get it tuned. But I've pretty much decided at this point, I'm going to go with V-Cycle. They've been showing some pretty good numbers, and also they can do pops and bangs, I'm pretty sure, which I don't want it to be too obnoxious, but I do love to have some pops and flames, you know. Gotta be a little bit obnoxious. But yeah, that's all I really have planned for this bike at the moment. But that's all I really got for now. If you have any questions about the bike, or you're like debating getting one and you just want something answered. What the f was that? But yeah, if you have any questions about the bike, or you're just debating buying one and you want something answered, definitely let me know. I'm happy to answer whatever questions you might have. And yeah, I'll see you next time.